Hard elements. The irregular gold particles on the long skirt spread out from the middle, representing the worldview of the Chinese nation. Although we may be different, it's important to remain united. It never gets old to be covered in gold like China.
Beautiful China. Coming up is Colombia. The goddess of Maqueda represents the protective force and power of the indigenous Colombian women. Whoever wears the suit carries them the legacy of an ancient culture where women are always the protagonists. I bless your
Because the purple orchid is supposed to be good at flower. The body of this particular costume is covered in painted green flowers and flowers for Costa Rica. Next we have May 2nd, 2020 marked the 50th anniversary of flight attendant Margaret Abraham's tragic passing. The Dutch government recently honored her by naming a plaza at the Curaçao International Airport in her name. It's a touching goodbye to the Queen of the Sky, Curaçao.
Czech Republic. This costume represents a modern take on traditional Czech folklore, featuring painted sleeves and a crown of handmade flowers and costumes. The crown's designer is a well-known and her customers include Beyonce and Kim Kardashian. Everyone's down for a celebrity crown like Czech Republic.
Here is for Denmark. This costume was inspired by the famous fairy tale, The Little Mermaid, by Danish author Hans Christian Andersen. The story followed the journey of a mermaid willing to give up her life in the sea to gain a human soul. Not being a fish was her greatest wish, Denmark.
Let's keep it going forward. This costume
mermaid. All materials used in this costume came from her country.
symbolizes equality. Smallest and tall, wanting equality for all, is India.
Okay, I like what's happening behind me. Let's make some noise for Indonesia. Native to Indonesia's lesser Sunda Islands for billions of years, the Komodo dragon is referred to as the last link to prehistoric dinosaurs. This ode to the Komodo reminds us that Indonesia's rich heritage goes back to the prehistoric days. This reptile sure makes us smile. Indonesia.
Up next, we have Ireland. Irish fairies are magical creatures that keep a watchful eye over Ireland's lips. They bring good luck to those that are kind to you. And just like this contestant, they are powerful and potent. If you're feeling stuck, just go get some luck from Ireland. All right, everyone, we're about halfway through the show and we've seen some of the most incredible costumes.
Absolutely, and we've heard some not so incredible rides. But before we continue, I think we should take a moment to recognize the impact that these contestants have had on their communities and the world during this global pandemic.
They truly are a special group of women.
During this pandemic, for families, just as it has for mine.
I tested positive for COVID-19 myself. And I think during that time, I just took a step back and really realized to be thankful for.
I knew at that point that I had to step up and do something to act. I decided to be volunteer for UNFPA in order to help young generation and girls to have a better future. I ensured impoverished families with care packages and continue to work with them because they need our help the most.
I was able to be one of the lucky who could put out a mask and assist.
Through every hardship that we face, every difficulty that we encounter in life, we should find the good in it. And I think there have been several good things to come from this global pandemic.
I had the chance to create awareness for eating disorders and body positivity.
I also had my donation drive.
Whoa!
I got to spend 2 months with my dog and with my family.
I had more time to learn onto myself, finding out who I am and caring about myself more.
We were taking care for each other.
We are able to create our own realities from every single place we are.
Even though this year has been very challenging, it has been positive for me. And I believe the best is yet to come.
Talk to each other, but also listen to each other. Listen to each other's story, because we're all in this together.
It truly is incredible to see the impacts that this contestant have made during the pandemic and the brighter future the world has fully recovered from COVID-19.
Absolutely, and I think that's the perfect segue into our next national costume, courtesy of Israel. This masterpiece is known as the After COVID-19 dress. It's crafted from over 300 disposable masks. The dress symbolizes a heartfelt hope for for a brighter future where masks are no longer necessary. Go get the vaccine, then you won't need this queen, Israel.
Up next, we have Italy. After more than a year of fighting the COVID-19 pandemic, this Wings of Hope costume brings a message of faith, love, and freedom. The fundamental values represent Italian national flag. When you've got this wing, it's all hope you shall win. It's Italy.
All right, let's hear it for Jamaica. The Lingo Vitae is indigenous to Jamaica and the country's national flower. It's the blossom of a very useful and versatile tree. Its gum was exported to Europe in the early 16th century and used to treat disease. It's pretty awesome to be dressed as this blossom like Jamaica.
Let's give it up for Japan. This costume is called Tokyo Olympic Karate. Japan was supposed to host the Olympics in 2020, but due to the pandemic, it was postponed. Karate was developed in Japan and will debut as an official Olympic sport later this year. The martial arts have captured our hearts thanks to Japan.
This traditional Kazakh costume features a dress made of white silk. The vest and camisole are made from red velvet and features stone embroidery. The feathered red velvet headdress completes the look. This queen chose to wear traditional clothes, Kazakhstan.
Up next, we have Korea. Hanbok literally translates to Korean clothing. This traditional costume exhibits textiles, embroidery, gold patterns, and colors that demonstrate richness and honor. The prosperity of the offspring, good health, and long life. The red symbolizes love and joy. It's a pleasure to be in clothes so Korean when you're Korean.
Peace that came after the country's war in 19. They're done with the fight, so she's dressed in all white. Kosovo.
Let's keep it going for Laos. This peninsula's country is rich in culture and ancient arts. This dark red umbrella shows 7 iconic landmarks from the country, and the 4-headed statue is symbolic of a god that protects from the north, the south, the east, and the west. These ancient arts
Guys, pasensya na ha. Ang ina ng t-shirt, bumabagal.
In my village. This look was inspired by traditional houses, not the landscape villages and rural areas. Weighing close to 100 pounds, this costume nearly 3 months. Of a crown and dressed like a town, it's Malaysia. surprise reveal.
I'm excited for this one.
Locked in there right now.
That was a treat and a half, and I want that house. Coming up next, we have Malta. The Maltese Ornella is the primary inspiration for this national costume. The Ornella was a form of women's headdress and shawl unique to Malta. Handprints of the skirts were made by visibly impaired patients in her country. Walking in a hand-printed shawl, it's
Mauritius. This hand-painted national costume depicts marine life as Mauritius is known for its pristine lagoons and unique sea creatures. The from the Champions Association created this look along with a headdress that represents the sun. It sure looks fun to be the sea and sun like Mauritius.
next. We have Mexico. This hat costume represents the traditional Mexican that can be fabricated from cardboard, paper, or wood. As you see here, they are always made with vibrant and striking colors. Something goes right and the colors so bright. It's Mexico!
Okay, up next, we have Myanmar. This was not Myanmar's original national costume. That one lost in shipping. So this beautiful replacement identifies the delicate weaving skills of her